was good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they will finally run him down. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, down at the 21. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hell you want?
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. To the pylon, he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The score, Lions 14, Cowboys 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Herbie Joseph there to make the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Herbie Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd down, 3 to go.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's Gibbs. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Bates for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the extra point, and that will keep the score right where it is. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On third down, Prescott into the hands of Pickens once again. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Goff to throw on first down. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A second down throw for Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target. He's got it. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
Donovan Wilson on the stop. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock is stopped with 34 seconds to go until the break. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Now, Goff. That is caught by the tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Oh, they leave Pickens all alone. It's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. The first down throw for Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dallas.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Play action now. Prescott. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. So we're at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down to the side of the 25.
At their own 24.
I got it. I mean, toes. She's trying to, I got this, me, she trying to show me something. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me, my red light,
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Goff. It's caught by the tight end Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They're down and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing here is Goff. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Lions 1st down.
To throw is Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
A throw there on 2nd down is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Now Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
So we saw in the first half, like, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
46. Yeah! Hey, go to 54, go to 54. Line 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, check it, Riley. Hey, 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
He's
yards.
over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go. Line 26.
Again, Prescott to the air. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Prescott again. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain's just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
It is third and 10. To the air again. Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
Here go 47. Here go 46.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple. From the gun, it's Goff. That's a short one by Laporta. That'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
The tackle by DeMarvion Overshown. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll go play action with Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 27.
Second down throw for Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. 2 yards. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So, after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. That one swung out to Blue. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
32-yard line.
Prescott now. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Dak can throw it here on first down. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down, Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys first down.
To throw is Dak. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Dak to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he will score! Devontae Turpin, touchdown Cowboys. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Cowboys 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
the ground to start. They give it to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 21, here's second down and 2. Goff to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Will try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Now Prescott. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We're going to 54 wires. Hey, 47.
On second down, it's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive back.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a first down to keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Like, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. And I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. 2nd and 10. Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing is Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
We got 46. Yeah! All right, 26.
Now Prescott. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CeeDee gets the Cowboys a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go. Hey, all right, 26. There we go. Kim, 26.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Blue. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. You put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. The clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. 13 yards on the catch there. First down. Cowboys.
First down.
Yeah! Here we go. All right, here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
On play action. Here's Dak. Left side. Caught by Lamb. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. It is 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill.
Again, Prescott to the air. This one caught at the 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the
They'll look to throw.
conversion.
That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Lions 41. Cowboys 22.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Cut. 180. 2 for 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete. Isaac Deslaw was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.